The world has been experiencing an energy crisis, prompted by world oil prices spiraling upwards. Jamaica has not been spared. The costs of oil have led to increasing overheads for small and medium-sized businesses. This is a nation that truly believes in its indigenous proverb, Tonyahan McFashion, to make the best of every difficult situation, to seek to find solutions for each and every problem. In keeping with its vision and mission, the Development Bank of Jamaica has been mandated to lead the charge in assisting small and medium-sized businesses to respond to the energy crisis.
The DBJ Petrocaribe Energy Fund was established in April of this year, and it came about as a request of the Prime Minister, who saw the need for us to put in place a fund that would provide financing for renewable energy.
Through the DBJ Petrocaribe SME Energy Fund, the DBJ will provide financing mainly to small and medium-sized enterprises, also known as SMEs, as well as large companies engaged in the productive industries, including tourism, agriculture, agribusiness, and others. The loans can be used in the implementation of projects which result in more efficient uses of energy and conservation within small and medium-sized businesses. Funds disbursed through this line of credit can also be used in implementing projects for renewable and alternative energy solutions or applications.
The funds can be used for the retrofitting of particular operations, any energy efficiency type projects that a particular company may have, energy conservation, and indeed alternative energy projects within the particular firms.
Already, small and medium-sized business persons have seen the importance of taking responsibility for creating cheaper and cleaner sources of energy for their business applications. Roy Jamai is a chicken farmer in St. Catherine. He rears almost 100,000 chickens at a time in 6-week rotations. With the assistance of the DBJ, Roy Jamai upgraded his operations to include solar panels to augment his electrical power supply from the Jamaica Public Service Company. He has seen significant savings in his farm's consumption of power.
It is a very, very good investment. And the reason for that is that it subsidizes the cost. It makes your production cost less. And at least you can, in the future, look forward to some savings. Presently, this solar system powered the farmer's the worker's house, which entails like a fridge, television, radio, fans, and in the chicken house, total about 9 to 20 motors.
Out in Manchester, Nordy Smith uses the waste of his 30 sows and their offspring to produce methane gas.
The objective of the biodigester is to control odor, but one of the good thing about it is that in controlling the odor, the methane gas is produced, and hence I have energy to use.
Mr. Smith and his family enjoy great savings. He no longer needs to purchase cooking gas for his household.
I used to use a 100-pound cylinder, and on every 6-week basis I had to change a 100-pound cylinder. And when you think of 6 years and 8 months, then one can quantify the amount of savings you have.
He has also designed a freezer and water heater that are powered by methane gas. On his goat farm in Content Village in Clarendon, Alexander Archer had no choice but to find alternative sources of energy. There was no power in the area where he relocated his farm. He needed to find power for the 121-hectare farm. Solar power was the answer.
For household use, and second for the electric fencing that you see surrounding the farm.
Each of the farmers has new projects in mind using the energy saving and generation applications. Roy Jamai is expanding his powerhouse to increase his capacity. Nordy Smith wants to install a generator powered by methane gas. And Alexander Archer wants to increase the solar energy capacity on his farm. This is where the DBJ comes in.
The DBJ will lend these funds through approved financial institutions such as commercial banks, the credit unions, National PC Bank, and merchant banks. All these have already previous established general arrangements with the DBJ. All the projects will go through them and come to us for approval. Once they are comfortable and they have approved the project, then we will fund it. But then the steps to get there would have to start with an energy audit. Each of these businesses would have to have an energy audit done. And we at DBJ will finance 75% of these projects, and it includes the energy audit.
To ensure that all bases are covered in this project, the Development Bank of Jamaica has forged partnerships with private and public agencies and organizations.
Implementation of this particular line of credit is a good example of what we like to call join-up government, because we have worked with 2 other government agencies and UTEC in implementing this particular line of credit.
The Petroleum Corporation of Jamaica and the University of Technology provide training and certification for energy managers to conduct the audits. Jamaica Trade and Invest has another role.
Their role primarily is to identify the opportunities that are going to be opening up in the energy sector as a result of us implementing this particular line of credit.
We are seeing this initiative as a way of seeding this industry, seeding demand. Because once the demand is there, we have the wherewithal here, and I'm sure we'll attract other investors from overseas to set up shop.
To inform and encourage small and medium-sized businesses to make use of the DBJ Petrocaribe SME Energy Fund, the partners will unfold a complete public education program. The more persons sign on to the fund, the greater the national levels of energy conservation. One cocoa full basket, they say.
Yeah, get in. It's over the long run, it will save you money. I mean, that initial investment scares some people away, but over the long run, it will be worth it.
I'd tell you to go for it, because it's something that if it even costs you, let's say $500,000 today, then over a period of time it pays back.
Most business, I would encourage anybody to adopt this technology. It's a saving, especially in this time.
Each organization can do its part to reduce the nation's energy consumption. That way, each business benefits and the nation does too.
If we're going to generate economic growth, create jobs, as the government has clearly indicated is a major priority, then the engine of growth really has to be small and medium-sized enterprises. Now, a major hindering factor in the development of these enterprises is the cost of energy and the need for them to really look at alternative energy. And therefore, the vision that we have is that this particular line of credit, that really the $1 billion that we are making available will be utilized very quickly, and then we'll be challenged to raise more funds for this particular line. And that is a challenge that I really would love to have.